presidential candidate Adam Abril.
What's
10
good?
minutes starts now. 10 minutes start now.
What's good, everyone? I hope you're all chilling and vibing and prepared for a long but insightful night of speeches and deliberation. My name is Adam Abril, and I'm currently a junior majoring in information systems with a minor in entrepreneurship here at UMBC. I currently serve as the treasurer of FASA, but I'm here tonight running to be your president for the 2023-2024 school year. Well, maybe. Because honestly, I don't know why I want to run for this position. At least that's what I would have said a couple days ago. I mean, I believe I'm capable for this position, and I think I have enough experience. However, I just can't think of a good reason why I would do it. But if I was elected to be president, though there are so many things that I would love to keep, and so many things that I would want to do to allow this family to grow. Family. That's the first pillar of FASA, and the pillar that everyone seems to remember. We say it to begin and to end every meeting, well, at least when we remember to. And it was the pillar that first brought me into this organization, and I'm sure for most of you as well. This year has encompassed this pillar in every event we've had, and I would love to keep it that way. FASA has become a second home for many people, and it has given them the opportunity to come out of their shell, make friends, and make their college experience the best it can be. From our bi-weekly GBMs, aka programs, semi-dances, D6 tourneys, pistahan, and personally my favorite, informal hangouts at tables. These are all things that I would love to continue. These experiences, when planned perfectly, create a welcoming environment for not some, but all of our members. In my eyes, family is the most important pillar because I believe that it is what allows for the other pillars, service, integration, and education, to be worked on. Without that feeling of family or sense of community, how can we focus on anything else? Without family, we no longer do things as one body, but rather we do things for ourselves. But with this pillar, we are able to give back to the community and those less fortunate than us through service. With the family pillar, we can learn together about the issues that impact us, our family back home, and how we can grow as humans through the education pillar. And lastly, with family, we can welcome everyone with open arms, regardless of their race, ethnicity, or background through integration. Family is the pillar that I believe is the most important. Next pillar is education. And often I feel that this pillar is associated with promoting the Filipino culture, and as it should be. Something I would like to continue is working with the social media team and culture chair about creating content that is entertaining, but at the same time also informative of the many aspects that exist within the Filipino culture. From recognizing national holidays in the Philippines and pushing for cultural themed GBMs and things like Noche Buena, we will be able to continue the growth in this pillar that has been established this year. It can be hard to get people excited about learning culture sometimes, but when it's put into fun events, the possibilities are endless. However, in addition to culture, I know we can do so much more within the education pillar. I believe the addition of events that are catered towards professional development would have a positive impact on our organization. While it's not something that may garner GBM level interest, I know there are some members out there, especially juniors and seniors, that would love to learn more about what it takes to be successful outside of college. Service, that's the next pillar. A pillar that, in my opinion, we can never seem to get right. Whether it be because of the lack of opportunities or there's simply too much on our plate, in my eyes, there's just not been enough of acts of philanthropy within this organization. But I aim to change that. I would like this next e-board to focus on service greatly. I want to hold our acts of service to the same level of importance as any other event. I believe our clothing drive and our finals week care packages were good starts to this. But I do think it's time to start doing more for those back home in the Philippines. From collecting supplies to send back balikbayan boxes, and raising money to donate to those that really need it, our service pillar can be emphasized through acts of service that are catered towards the Philippines, the country that is the reason why many of us are here now. Last but not least, there's the integration pillar. As you can see by some of our election candidates today, I think it's fair to say we've done a great job at welcoming everyone, specifically those that are not Filipino. Our organization has grown to become one of the most welcoming cultural organizations on campus. And if there's anything that I would like to do differently when it comes to this pillar, it would be to just take another step towards welcoming others. That means doing more collabs with other orgs like BSA and perhaps even SEB, which is one of the biggest orgs on campus. And something that I've always wanted to make happen are collabs with other Filipino organizations at other schools like CP and Towson. FASA has grown so big in the past year, and I believe it's time to take the next step to growing our family even more. As you can see, there's so many things I would like to continue and some new initiatives I would like to start. Through my experience, collaboration, and growth mindset, my VP and I could lead this next year's e-board to success. I've been able to serve as D6 proxy, to D6 rep and treasurer, and FOSTA treasurer in the past 3 years. And all of these positions have allowed me to gather experience working in teams, some more communicative than others, which is a good thing, because I've been able to learn what works in good and bad situations. From D6 Semi to last year's Pistahan, I went through so much that it prepared me for this position. While I've talked about why I'm capable and why I want to do what I want to do in this position, I've yet to explain why. Why do I want to do this in my senior year after 3 long years of doing everything I can for this org? Well, it took me a long time to find the answer to this question, but here it goes. September 8, 2020. I woke up, rolled across the side of my bed, and entered a WebEx call. That day, I met a couple Filipinos at some virtual event called Involvement Fest. They seemed nice, welcoming, and it was really refreshing to see so many Filipinos in one place. They were called FASTA or something. October 10, 2020. At this point, I'm D6 proxy. I just got out of my first D6 meeting and I was so lost. They were talking about things like not having semi and replacing it with D6 Got Talent. I didn't even know what those events were. I was so confused, and even after reading the minutes, I still don't know what was going on. January 17th, 2021. D6 Got Talent. That was one of D6's most successful virtual events that year, and I felt so accomplished after helping make the logistics and communicating with members outside of UMBC. I really love what I saw from the event, and it was such a great time, and I got so much support from Boston when my performance came on. And that day, I really thought that I started finding my family. May 3, 2021. The day I'm running it back. After a year of working with so many different people and learning from Mark and Jeanette, I'm going to serve as a D6 rep for FOSTA and the treasurer of D6. And that year, me and Maggie did a lot of big things. September 25, 2021. That was the day I couldn't do it anymore. Being D6 treasurer is so hard, and our first event of the semester was a tragedy. Semi is looking like it would be in jeopardy, and I didn't know what to do. Honestly, I wanted to quit. November 7, 2021. Probably one of the lowest points of my life, and every day I felt like I was drowning. Bringing back Semi after 2 years of not existing in D6 seemed nothing more than a dream. And at that point, I hated all the work associated with D6. But it didn't matter, because we did it. December 11, 2021. From all the COVID guidelines, lack of guidance, financial struggles, and everything that was in our way, we made Semi happen. It's going to be an accomplishment I'll always remember, because while it did not solve many of our problems, it did put D6 back on the map. And it started a new beginning for the org to grow again. April 26, 2022. It's time to put an end to my D6 journey and begin a new one as FOSTA treasurer. After putting my blood, sweat, and tears into that org, I wanted to start giving back to the community that was able to get me that far in the first place. October 13, 2022. Being treasurer of FOSTA is so much more different than being treasurer of D6. The amount of documents I have to fill out, the amount of rules I have to follow, it is nothing like D6 treasurer. But I was willing to learn for this org, for myself and the success of this organization. February 5th, 2023. I love FOSTA and everything about it. I've made so many friends and built so many connections, but I'd be lying if I said I wanted to be president. Everyone kept pointing out at me when the topic came up, and it honestly just discouraged me even more. I don't have the time for it. I'm not built for it, and honestly, I don't know why I would do it. April 9, 2023, I spearheaded the intern GBM as a president intern, and I was able to lead a group of interns to host their first GBM, and it went amazing. They all stepped up, and I was so proud of all of them. The future of FOSTA is bright, but I'm still not sure if I want to be a part of it. Maybe I'm capable, and maybe I'm built for it, but I still don't know what my why is. Until 3 days ago, April 24, 2023. Maybe it's something more, but being able to listen to the interns reflect on their experience and talk about how much this org means to them really struck a chord with me. It reminded me of why I'm still here, and I think prior to this, I was at a point where I was just on autopilot, from doing work and making sure events were successful. But I had forgotten during this time what this org was made for in the first place. It was made for general body. It was made to create a community for people that don't feel they have one. It's a home away from home. And now I realize that this is the effect that a president can have, then I would gladly serve this org as one. from the experience I can provide, the culture I want to keep, and the family I want to grow. While I did not get to start the speech like we start every meeting, I'd like to end it how we always end every meeting. Everyone say it with me. FASA is
family.
Thank you.